this is an update, all right? An update to a story. We reported on a 17-year-old African-American female, a child who was killed while riding her bicycle by someone who was actually on drugs. The police blamed her, even though they confirmed the person that killed her had drugs in their system. They blamed the 17-year-old black child. Well, guess what? More information has come out showing that those cops were absolutely wrong, as we said on day one. Put up the picture of the victim in this case. Her name is Obianuju Osuegbu. Miss Osuegbu was 17 years of age. She was blamed for her own death after she was hit by an impaired driver while riding her bike home. The family's attorney, Bruce Hagen, said law enforcement, they got the information wrong. Now, we said that on day one. I want to show you a picture of the car that hit her. Look at the damage to that vehicle. Jesus. That car hit a bicycle with a child on it, okay? The driver was impaired with drugs. They blamed the child. It looks like that car hit a damn tractor trailer. It hit a bicycle with a child. This happened in Barrow County, all right? The Barrow County DA's office won't charge the driver because according to the state troopers, the blame is on the 17-year-old child. And so the DA's office is trying to pass the buck because they lack leadership. They could directly charge this if they chose. Oh, well, no. State trooper said that because the 17-year-old did not have lights and reflective clothing, she was in violation of law. Well, wait a minute. You know, driving impaired, driving high on stuff is a violation of law as well. But guess what? We've exposed something. The report states the driver, Chrissy Rawlins, and we've looked for her picture, we cannot find it. If you find it, post it. Chrissy Rawlins, who was high on multiple drugs while driving, was not at fault because Miss Osuegbu did not have a light on the back of her bike and was not riding on the right-hand side of the road and was not wearing reflective clothing. Have you ever heard of such ridiculous garbage before? It gets deeper. The attorney, Bruce Hagen, who's with the family, who conducts bike law training for police officers, said the responding officer and the GSP reconstruction team investigated the accident, but simply did not know Georgia bike laws. The attorney said Georgia laws do not require bikes to have lights as long as there are reflectors, which the 17-year-old's bike already had on it. According to the attorney, the 17-year-old was turning left and had a reflector on her bike. He also said Rawlins, the driver, should be charged with vehicular homicide because of the toxicology report, which confirmed she was high out of her mind. It said she had 4 drugs in her system, including methamphetamine and Valium. She was charged with the DUI and endangering her own children who were in the car at the time of the accident, but not charged with killing this 17-year-old child. Put up the picture again. Now, damn it, something's not adding up. Something is not adding up. You mean to tell me that there's a woman named Miss Rawlins who gets charged with a DUI, charged for endangering her own children, but not charged for killing a 17-year-old black child? Something's not adding up. I don't know where the corruption is, but it's somewhere in here. There's more. Let's put up a picture of the DA. His name is Brad Smith. And the sheriff, his name is Jude Smith. They say they're not related. So right now you have 3 entities that could actually investigate and bring charges. They have chosen not to. The State Trooper Division could have brought charges. They did not. Their investigation said no charges warranted. The county sheriff could bring charges, and the district attorney could bring charges. But they are relying on or hiding behind the trooper's report, saying, well, the trooper said it was the fault of the 17-year-old. There's nothing we can do here, really. I guarantee you, if the driver hit a white child who was on the bicycle, 17 years of age, you wouldn't give a damn what that trooper said. There would be charges here. Boils my blood. Thoughts, brother?
Well, first of all, I do have to point out real quick that the photo you just showed of the sheriff and the other guy, that is like the biggest contrast in forehead size I think I've ever seen in a side-by-side picture. But really to the issue here, there's a lot of things that this could be. Obviously, as you said, this could be a very clear case of corruption. And if that is what's happening, we need to be able to get to the bottom of that. And unfortunately, there's not enough details at the moment to be able to say any of that. This could be something as simple as just lazy cops. I mean, it takes a heck of a lot more effort to go ahead and do the paperwork and come up with the charges for vehicular homicide, not manslaughter, homicide, than it does for a DUI, something that they do every single day. So it could be laziness. It could be good old fashioned racism. Okay, here's a black child with a name that we can't even pronounce. She's probably not even from America. Let's just blame her and move on with our lives. I mean, this is, you saw the vehicle. That wasn't caused by a bike. That was caused by that young lady's body hitting that car.
Yeah.
Those are body dents.
Yeah.
And this woman gets off with a DUI and having her kids in the car. I don't know how old the kids are, but if they're of any kind of age where they're capable of forming memories, that's something that's gonna stick with them the rest of their life, that young lady's body going through their windshield because their mother was high while driving them around. This story stinks so much, and we have to find the cause of that stink. This is not something I think that goes away. Right. I think this is definitely something to keep an eye on, because someone somewhere in that department is gonna have to come clean, leak it to a good investigative journalist if you've got it. Something's going on inside of there, and we gotta figure it out.
And we're gonna stay on top of it.